Hello, and thank you everyone for being here today. Again, my name is Ayman El-Sayed. I'm a Lebanese American, member of Existence is Resistance. I just want to give a brief example of how our days was every day in the West Bank. We wake up in the morning, you know, eat our breakfast, hummus, all of that, and you know, we had a busy day from the early morning to the night. So we wake up, go to a youth center in Nablus, Jenin, and do some workshop with the kids. We split it up into different ways. We had DJ Vega Benetton do the turntables. All the kids loved that. They all loved the scratching, the DJs. We had Marcel and M1 do the political discussion, the hip-hop writing rhymes, and it was intense discussions about all types of issues, you know, about struggle in America, struggle in Palestine, and all that. And we had Mazi doing the dance, because he loves dancing. So, so we would do these workshops for a couple hours with all these kids, and you know, take a break, have our lunch, whatever, and come back and do a show at night. And the shows were beautiful, packed with kids. You know, like Marcel said, hip hop is blown up over there. Every show we have 20 kids coming doing break dancing on their own, taking over the shows basically. You know, it's like it's our show in our city, but it was a beautiful thing. And I'm happy Marcel brought up the treatment at the airport, because when I had arrived at Tel Aviv, I would stop for 5 hours just because of my name and my background. I used the same exact passport as he did, and as many other people did, which is an American passport. But because I guess I'm not American enough to them, you know, the profiling and the racism in Israel against Arabs and Muslims and people just in you know, Iranian different background, it's open. It's not even hidden. They don't even hide it. 90% of the people in the room that I was detained in were coming in were basically Arabs, Middle Easterns. Even they just had Arab name, even if they weren't Arab, you know. They just, their parents named them, gave them some nice name or something. So when I arrived, they detained me for 5 hours, asking me some of the most silliest questions. What do you like?
For 3,000
They were a little suspicious. You know, we're going there to do a hip-hop tour, but they're asking me questions like, what are you doing here? Aren't you married? Why are you traveling alone? All of a sudden it was a Saudi Arabian state or something, you know? All of a sudden I can't travel alone, you know? They're like, we're going to call your wife. I was like, call her, but it's like 4 o'clock in the morning in the United States. You want to call her, go ahead. So, you know, they're just trying to intimidate me. They were like, you're in trouble, you're in big trouble. I'm like, what did I do? When I said what I do, the lady flipped out on me. She's like, don't be naive with me. Don't be naive with me. I'm like, what did I do? I'm here on vacation to see a friend. I got some friends in Haifa. I'm here to visit. That's it. Finally, 5 hours passed. They you know, I fell asleep. Tell you the truth, I was like, I'm gonna sleep. I was exhausted. They finally wake me up. They were like, okay, 5 hours later, we ain't finding nothing on you. So they let me through. But throughout my trip over there, when me and Mazi, we went to pray in Jerusalem, when they took our passports, it's not American. They're like, oh, Lebanese, Irani. It's Lebanese, he's Iranian. I'm like, yeah, we are, but we're handing you an American passport. Call me American and treat me like an American. Don't treat me like the way the people you want to target and profile and stop and deny and detain and all these issues. So it was really disgusting to see firsthand this racism. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because it's absurd that a person from the Middle East, I'm right next door, I'm Lebanese, has to justify why I'm visiting the Holy Land, why I'm visiting my family in Palestine. But last week, this American from Staten Island, he was schizophrenic, he's mentally ill, he stabbed his parents to death, he goes to the airport, he buys an airplane ticket, and he arrives in Tel Aviv. I have a friend in Tel Aviv, they roll out the red carpet and he enters the country. I mean, this dude has no connection at all to there. Why? But because he's a white American, they let him in. They finally arrested him. They brought him back. Whatever. The point is, we should not be questioned. I should not be questioned. Any Palestinian American and Palestinian from Europe, Arab in general, why they're visiting Palestine. We're from there. We have a right to visit Palestine. That's our people right there. People who should be questioned are people coming from Eastern Europe, people coming from the United States, thinking they have a birthright. They have no connection to that land at all. They should not be going there, period. They have no right to be there. And that's all I want to say. Thank you.